Amidst the hustle and bustle of China's sensational entertainment industry, filled with gossip and non-stop camera flashes, there are certain moments that feel different, softer, more emotional, and leaving a lasting impression. The presence of Cheng Lei and Zhou Yi in one frame is one such moment. It is not just a meeting of two popular stars, but a visual and emotional event that many fans describe as akin to a wedding. Beautiful, charming, and meaningful. Some actors shine because of their individual charisma, while some actresses captivate because of their visual presence. However, it is rare to find two figures who, when brought together, multiply each other's appeal. Cheng Lei and Zhou Yi fall into this rare category. As soon as they stand side by side, the atmosphere seems to change. The air feels warmer, the tempo slows down, and attention naturally focuses on them. Cheng Lei is known for his calm, mature, and slightly mysterious image. His gestures are understated, his gaze steady, as if holding stories that need not be spoken. On the other hand, Zhou Yi has a contrasting yet complementary aura, graceful, bright, and lively. Her smile brings warmth, her expressions are flexible, and her every movement exudes an alluring youthful energy. When these two characters meet, an almost perfect balance is created, like two different elements that actually reinforce each other. The appeal of Cheng Lei and Zhou Yi lies not only in their physical appearance, but also in the small details that are often overlooked at first glance. The way they stand close together without looking awkward, how Cheng Lei reflexively adjusts her steps to match Zhou Yi's, or how Zhou Yi turns and smiles lightly, as if feeling safe by her side. All of these form a powerful nonverbal narrative, a narrative of comfort, trust, and harmony. This is what makes many people feel as if they are watching a bride and groom, not because of explicit romantic gestures, but because of the sense of rightness that radiates from them. Like a couple who have known each other for a long time, they don't need to make an excessive effort to look harmonious. Everything flows naturally. Every public appearance by Cheng Lei and Zhou Yi is almost always accompanied by a choice of clothing that emphasizes elegance. Cheng Lei's neat and clean suits, with their bold yet classic cuts, give an impression of strength and authority. Zhou Yi, in dresses that fall perfectly to her silhouette, appears like a center of light, elegant without looking excessive. This combination creates a visual reminiscent of a bride and groom at a lavish reception. The camera lights sparkle like crystal chandeliers in a ballroom. The flashes rain down like confetti, and the enthusiastic cheers of fans feel like endless congratulations. In these moments, the line between entertainment and a celebration of love seems to blur. Undeniably, the fans' reactions played a big role in shaping the narrative of this wedding party. Social media was filled with emotional comments, admiration, excitement, even emotion. Many called them the dream visual couple, while others jokingly said that watching them together made their hearts flutter as if they were attending their idol's wedding. But behind all that, there is a sense of sincere appreciation. Fans are not only captivated by the romantic possibilities, but also by their professionalism and strong chemistry. Cheng Lei and Zhou Yi seem to understand each other's rhythm, giving each other space without losing their closeness, creating a dynamic that is fun to watch. The dramatic impression that emerges from their togetherness is not noisy or excessive drama. On the contrary, the drama is subtle and elegant. It is present in brief glances, in the pause before a smile, in synchronized steps. Like a sacred wedding ceremony, it doesn't need to be loud to feel grand, just meaningful silence. This is where Cheng Lei and Zhou Yi's main strength lies, their ability to create emotions without having to express them. They allow the audience to feel for themselves, interpret for themselves, and ultimately get carried away by the atmosphere they create. Describing Cheng Lei and Zhou Yi's togetherness as like a wedding party is certainly not a literal statement. It is a metaphor, a way to describe the powerful visual and emotional impact they create. This metaphor grew organically from the public's response, from the inexplicable feeling of happiness, from the reflexive smile when seeing them together, from the warm feeling that is difficult to explain logically. Like a wedding, these moments are celebrated together. There is a desire to capture, share, and reminisce. Every photo, every video, becomes a little memory that fans enthusiastically save. This metaphor has taken root because it was not born from a single moment, but from an accumulation of repeated impressions. Every time Cheng Lei and Zhou appear together, the public is reminded of the same feelings: quiet happiness, gentle enthusiasm, and admiration that is difficult to explain rationally. Like attending a close friend's wedding, we may not know the whole story behind it, but we are still immersed in the atmosphere and share in the happiness. Furthermore, the wedding party metaphor also reflects how the public perceives their togetherness as something sacred and special. There is a sense of respect that accompanies admiration, a collective awareness that what is being presented is not just instant entertainment, but a moment to be savored slowly. In front of the cameras and spotlights, Cheng Lei and Zhou seem to promise consistent beauty, like a bride and groom standing before their guests with confidence and composure. At this point, the metaphor is no longer just a poetic expression, but has become a shared emotional language between the two stars and their fans. It lives on in comments, fan edits, and online conversations, spreading from one person to another, from one moment to the next. And like memories of a beautiful wedding, the impression of Cheng Lei and Zhou lingers, remembered not only for its luxury, but for the warm and hopeful feelings it leaves behind. Ultimately, Cheng Lei and Zhou's charm lies in harmony. Harmony between calmness and cheerfulness, between firmness and gentleness, between charisma and elegance. When this harmony appears in public, it transforms into something greater than just a joint appearance. It becomes a celebration. And perhaps that is why so many people refer to it as a wedding party. Because in a fast-paced and distracting world, Cheng Lei and Zhou's togetherness brings something that is always longed for. Beauty that feels complete, honest emotions, and moments that you want to celebrate together, even if only from behind the screen.